Namaste, children. Welcome back to social science class. Children, we were learning about non-cooperation movement, isn't it? So in today's class, let us learn about Nehru Report. The British, they challenged the Indian leadership to form a constitution that can be acceptable for all the Indians. An all-party meeting was called and a committee was formed under the leadership of Motilal Nehru. The report expressed acceptance of self rule under the British rule and also expressed its desire for complete independence in the long term. Next comes the Simon Commission. Simon Commission came to India in the year 1928. So British government sent Simon Commission to India to study 1919 reforms and to give report of its functions in Indian provinces. As you all know, children, we have learnt about 1919 reforms. So the British government sent Simon Commission. All members of the commission were English and there were no representatives of Indians in that particular commission. Hence, Indians did not accept this. So Indians, by proclaiming Simon, go back, boycotted Simon Commission. The public agitation at Lahore took a serious turn. Lala Lajpat Rai was injured in police lathi charge and died later in 1928. So, next comes the complete independence. The youth leaders within the Indian National Congress, that is the INC, rejected the Nehru report of self rule under the British and were led by Jawaharlal Nehru and Subhash Chandra Bose. You can see Jawaharlal Nehru as well as Subhash Chandra Bose here. They tabled the motion for complete independence, that is the Purna Swaraj, in Lahore Convention of Indian National Congress of 1929. Hence, it was decided to mark January 26, 1930 as the Purna Swaraj Day. In order to keep the memory of this decision, it was decided to adopt the Constitution of Independent India on January 26, 1950. This particular day is celebrated as the Republic Day. Children, as you all know that we have completed our Republic Day just day before yesterday. Here, children, the Gandhiji started civil disobedience movement with this famous Dandi March on March 12, 1930 CE with chosen 78 followers. Just with chosen 78 followers, Gandhiji started this Dandi March. He walked about 375 kilometers from Sabarmati Ashram to Gujarat's Dandi. The march aimed at producing salt on his own and break the law. Civil disobedience movement quickly extended to other parts of the country. The people participated in Hartal, they boycotted the foreign goods, advertised Khadi, protested in front of liquor shops, and forest satyagrahas were held, and tax resistance continued. Salt satyagraha of Ankola achieved fame across India. During the same period, the frontier Gandhi, Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan, established Kudayat Khidmati Ghar, that is Servants of God Association, and Rani Gaidenialio, a 13-year-old girl from Nagaland, revolted against the British and this made the British to provide some political relief to Indians. The next comes the Round Table Conferences, children. It was held between 1930 to 1932. After Dandi March, British government organized three Round Table Conferences in London. Gandhiji participated on behalf of Congress in second Roundtable Conference. But these conferences they failed to find a solution for the Indian political problems. They could not get any solution, even though even first roundtable conference as well as second roundtable conference. But British Viceroy, you can see here, the British Viceroy Ramsay MacDonald, he announced Communal Award after Roundtable Conference in the year 1932. According to it, a separate constituency was created for the depressed classes. This judgment was opposed by Gandhiji as it was aimed at breaking the unity among Indians. As we have already learnt about the partition of Bengal, children, that is uh, dividing India within the Hindus and the Muslims. And here, under this communal award, that is, a separate constituency was created for only depressed classes. So, here also they wanted to divide and rule. So, Gandhiji did not like this. He aimed at breaking the unity. He wanted the unity among the Indians, so he opposed the British 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 Round Table conferences, whatever they took the decision. And this judgment here, it was totally opposed by Gandhiji. And Gandhiji started fast unto death at Eravada jail in Pune. In Eravada jail in Pune, he started fast unto death. Finally, Ambedkar and Gandhi reached Pune Pact in the year 1932 and the problem was solved. In order to increase the representation of Indians in political and administrative areas of the Government of India Act in 1935 was passed by the British. Then comes the Quit India movement, children. This failure of Cripps Commission made Indians very angry. Gandhiji called a meeting of Congress in Mumbai on August 8, 1942 CE. The decision to start Quit India movement was taken here. The call to do or die was given to Indians. The very next day, the government arrested Gandhiji and many other leaders. As the news was spread all over, the people started hartals and protests against the British in schools, colleges, as well as factories. The post offices, railway stations, and the police stations were raided by the angry mob. This movement was supported by farmers, students, and workers. The Quit India movement was failed to realize its immediate political goal, but it provided it proved the desire among the Indians for independence. This was the major movement in the Gandhian phase of freedom struggle. Next comes the Subhash Chandra Bose. Subhash Chandra Bose, the role of the Subhash Chandra Bose is unique in Indian freedom movement. As we have all learnt about Subhash Chandra Bose, he was a talented student of Calcutta University. He got fourth rank in ICS exam that was held in London. Due to the inspiration of Chittaranjan Das, Subhash Chandra Bose was attracted to freedom movement. He was also inspired by the life and works of Swami Vivekananda. Subhash Chandra Bose had a lot of reverence for Gandhi, but he opposed his political policy. Finally, he resigned from the Congress party in the 1939 due to serious differences with Gandhiji. Then he founded Forward Bloc Party. By this time, the Second World War had started. The British kept Subhash Chandra Bose under house arrest due to his radical views. But somehow Bose managed to escape from the house arrest and reached Berlin through Peshawar, Kabul, and Moscow. And Bose entered into an agreement with Hitler, the enemy of the British, and secured his help to push the British out of India. During this period, Japan had entered the Second World War, and around 40,000 Indian soldiers were taken as prisoners of war by Japan. They were part of British army. These imprisoned soldiers united under the leadership of Mohan Singh and formed Indian National Army or Azad Hind Fauj. Bose arrived in Singapore and accepted the leadership of INA in 1943. Subhash was called as Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. An independent interim government of India was founded in Singapore. This government was given recognition by Italy, Germany, and Japan. By declaring Chalo Dilli, the INA attacked India from Burma and moved 150 miles into Indian territory and hoisted the tricolored flag. But Rangoon, the capital of Burma, was captured by the British. This was a major setback to INA. Meanwhile, atomic bomb was dropped on two cities of Japan, and Japan was surrendered in 1945. Netaji, who had boarded a plane on August 18th, disappeared mysteriously. INA failed to achieve its immediate political target, but it has a unique place in the annals of Indian history. Netaji had given a call: "You give me blood, I'll give you freedom." INA stands an example of the extraordinary capacity of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. His adventurous journey to Moscow from Calcutta and then to Germany and from Germany to Japan in those difficult times is extraordinary. His aim was to free India with the help of enemies of the British. He has a left tradition of valor, bravery, adventure, and culture of national pride. Thank you, children.